just left Pine Swamp Shelter, and it looks to be a beautiful day. Hope it's not as hot as it has been, but we are in the middle of a heat wave in some parts of the country. Really don't have access to the most accurate weather when I have no Wi-Fi, but it's got to have been in the 80s, maybe hit 90 a couple times over the last couple days, but very humid. So that just makes it difficult, but I'm in a good mood. Yesterday's good mood turned sour later in the afternoon. I wouldn't say I was in a bad mood, but oh, my nose is running. I turned my ankle, and it's fine, but the trade-off, these Hokas that I have that I really like, they've really changed my hike because they're cushioning the bottom of my feet, so I'm not feeling every corner, every rock, every root, you know. But in return, they don't seem to have enough support just around the heels, if that makes sense. The rest of my foot feels fine, but the heel and up to the ankle, so I'm lock lacing it and trying to tie them a little tighter, but my heels and ankles have been bothering me since probably the first week that I got these shoes. It's getting a little less and less and a little, better, but at the end of the day, I'm just massaging my feet and trying to elevate them, and it's really just an annoyance, I guess. So it just made me cranky at the end of the day, but I met up with Lolly and Pop, and they walked with me those 2 miles, so that was cool. And yeah, the company is great, and it's beautiful, and we'll start another day and see how today goes. We've got 12.7 miles today, and what day is this? Sunday, the 25th. So I think it's Tuesday morning or Monday night. I'll have to look that we could be at Dragon's Tooth, and that will be exciting. So stay tuned. It's only 9:30 in the morning, and it is already sweltering and very humid. It's gonna make for a long day. These smell so sweet, so good. Lovely. Almost at the shelter. Got a half mile where I'm going to sit and take a good 20 minutes, maybe a half hour. Makes the day more pleasant, when I treat myself to proper breaks. But for the second or third time, actually, a hiker just passed me. The first time today, but yesterday somebody talked to me, and then a few days ago, the same thing, that there's another person of interest out on the trail that we all need to be wary of. And it really sucks to be point blank that we need to be more vigilant. You know, I'm always on guard and I always keep my eyes open and, you know, take necessary precautions. But, you know, with the events of the last couple weeks, and now we are being warned and shown photos of a man who, yesterday morning, I was told he was 22 miles ahead. And the person that just told me said that he stayed at that shelter, and the one that I'm going to right now, which is just a half mile ahead here, and moved on yesterday. So, you know, it looks like he's one day ahead of me. And that's what was happening with the first guy that committed the crimes. He was always a day ahead or a day behind, you know, 1 or 2 days from me at all times, and I never met him. Haven't met this guy, but, you know, it's enough to, you know, make me very uncomfortable, and it really stinks that people are bad. Correction. People aren't bad. I meant to say that there are bad people in this world. And there are copycats, you know. Bad people who have bad intentions, who see something in the news and say, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Master, it's Amy from Amy and John's Adventures, or what's the name of the show? That's it? Yeah. Girl, you're killing it.
Oh God, barely.
You know what makes me really happy? I'm ahead of you. By 30 seconds. Yes! No, stay there.
Okay.
And John.
Hey,
So have you gotten more foot rubs?
oh, no, I need another one.
Oh, see? So a couple nights ago, you wanted nothing to do with anyone touching your feet.
That's right.
And now,
They're ready for another one.
there you go. So you're giving him some foot rub?
She did.
I
She
did.
yesterday, actually.
Yeah, now it's my turn.
Oh, it's her turn. Come on, her feet don't smell.
Yeah.
So this morning was all up, and right now it's all rock. Ankle turners. Reached my camera just now. I sat on this little piece of this big rock right here, but if you can see, it drops backwards and down there. When I sat, I was a little off balance and my backpack pulled me back, so I fell backwards, landed on my back with my head down there and my feet sticking out here like a turtle. My lunchtime view, midday nap view. I see a cloud that looks like a bunny rabbit and an ice cream cone. Oh, that's right. I have a question for anyone who's watching this that has successfully thru hiked, or actually any long distance hiker. How did you arrange breaks for your day? Did you take multiple small breaks, you know, like a whole bunch, but only maybe 10 breaks? Or did you like fewer breaks, but longer, like 40 minutes, an hour? Did you ever take that long? I'm just curious to see how it works for different people. It would be curious to see how old you are or how much hiking experience you have, but mostly I'm looking to see what helps people who know, you know, who've hiked more than me, what helps you to get more miles in and feel more rested and healthier. So right now I'm still sitting on this lunch rock. It's been, I think, a half hour. Lolly and Pop arrived about 5 minutes after me, and they're already gone, and that's what kind of prompted my question. I intend to take at least 45 minutes, maybe even an hour for my lunch break. My feet are slightly elevated and on this rock, and I'm comfortable. I wish it was shade and not sun, but I can't get too picky. I'm gonna have a Twix and some crackers and keep my feet elevated for at least 20 minutes of this time, if not more. What works for you? Just curious. want you weighing in. Today's been pretty challenging. It was pretty easy for the first, I would say, 2 miles. And then it was up, just up, 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 up. And then when the up stopped, it got super rocky. And it was on the flat section. And it looks like we have a little bit more up and flat, but it's just been so rocky. All of us, our feet are just angry at us. Peabody just passed by and he's putting his hammock up in the shade in the woods and he's going to rest for an hour, and that's my style. I personally think that works best for me, but not 6 times a day, but you know, I like several 5 or 10 minute breaks and then maybe 2 long ones. The snack I took at the shelter a while ago was a half hour, and this one I'm intending for an hour, so we'll see. Yeah, maybe a chocolate bar on such a hot day isn't a good idea after all. It is really messy. Honest to God, this is like a bad movie. All these worms are back. This is so disgusting, I can't even put it into words. Like, I'm gonna cry. This is so gross. They are just hanging. There's dozens and dozens of them. Oh, and they get in my hair and down my neck and in my face and on my arms. Oh my God. I just need to get to camp. Oh, God. You want to know what's going on inside my head sometimes when I'm not trying to be nice to the camera? Here's what I'm thinking right now. Ah! That's what I'm thinking right now. Oh my God. These freaking worms are really ruining my day. There are hundreds of them. They're in my hair, so I had to put this kerchief. They're in my face. They're on my chest. They're on my backpack. There was a couple down the back of my shirt, and I can't just keep dropping my backpack to get rid of them, so I just push my back against my backpack and squish them. So I've got dead worms down the back of my shirt, and I don't have a shower coming for at least 2 more days. It's been 3 days since my last shower. I have at least 2 days before I can see a real bathroom. So I'm not happy right now. They are disgusting. They're crawling all over me, and so I'm trying to rush. You know how you run through the rain and you can't keep the raindrops off of you, but you can get out of the rain faster. So I try to rush, but I can't, because then I trip and fall or roll my ankle because of all these little rocks that are on the ground. So this is not a good moment for try. I'm having a really bad time this afternoon, and I'm gonna laugh at this run day, right? I'm gonna laugh. Ha ha ha! This is gonna be funny. It's not funny right now. Oh, this sucks. All is well. I'm going crazy. Just climbed into my tent at War Spur Shelter. There's a great water source here and tons of people. I was surprised when I showed up. I saw smiles that I haven't seen since, I think, boots off. There's a lot of children here and couples and families and tons of tents, and I was a little confused, and then somebody reminded me it's Memorial Day weekend and we're only less than a mile from a roadway, so that makes sense that families would just hike up here for the weekend for some hiking. So that's cool. I was lucky to get a spot. There weren't too many left when we got here, but we ate. I just hung our bear bags and gonna get to sleep, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Should be interesting. Today was a good day, except for those dang worms. If you didn't notice, they upset me. But the actual hiking part was fine. It was pretty challenging in the morning. It was hot and humid and straight up, and it was rocky. But I'll tell you, it's definitely true. The state of mind, your state of mind affects how you enjoy or struggle through a day. Because my state of mind was spot on today, and I actually enjoyed the hike, and I'm not super fatigued and nothing hurts, and I'm in a decent mood. Yesterday, not so much. But anyway, I'm gonna get to sleep, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Good night. This is really bad. I'm cramping so much tonight. I need to increase my water consumption during the day, like starting immediately. So I'm gonna drink something right now, even though it's gonna make me have to pee all night. Every time I roll over, my thighs are cramping and my calves are cramping, and that's bad. It's been really hot, so I've been sweating a lot, so I need to take care of that. I don't want to get dehydrated. That would be really bad. So yeah, every time I roll over, it's painful. So I'm gonna drink some right now. Definitely gotta do some self-care and up that water consumption. It's raining. Maybe that will lull me to sleep. Good night for the second time. Good night. It's absolutely pouring out. Did you hear that thunder? Holy moly, it's a major thunderstorm.